Hi folks, Dave Edwards, Welcome Home Properties. Question for you. Do you face the prospect of a parent who's in declining health? It's a pretty tough topic to discuss, I know. Been there, done that. Perhaps you are managing an estate and you've got to dissolve the personal property and the real estate and deal with the wishes of your parents. These are all tough journeys to take. Going into this situation, if you have that luxury, there are some resources to think through, and I ask you to write these down. One is a real estate / probate / estate attorney. So emphasis on the estate and the probate aspect of this. They can give you the guidance, they can map out a journey before and while your parent is still with you. It's a very sobering conversation, but it's really pragmatic, practical, if you will, to have, so that their wishes are respected and that clarity is given to both yourself and all the siblings involved on that. The second resource would be that of somebody like myself, a realtor who specializes in estate situations. I've dealt with this many times and lived the experience, I guess, but one of the key aspects of my job is ascertaining the value, the amount of equity in that home. I will also be very forthright and honest with you as to whether it's in your best interest to sell the home. If you can hold on to that, the finances are not needed, and everybody's in agreement, why not hang on to that property and rent it out? Because equity will continue to increase over time. But if that is a headache, if it's a heartache, if it is not something everybody's in agreement on, then let's talk about selling. There's a very real possibility that the equity in that home might be necessary to underwrite the health care of your parent as they go to their next home. And that leads to the third resource, which is somebody who can help you and your parent find the facility that is needed to provide the health care that they need at this stage in their life. And that's very, very important. All facilities are not created equal. Some have good reputations, some provides limited services, some provide graduated services, and oh, by the way, there's a cost for that. And where is that money going to come from? So that's a reality that has to be faced. So more often than not, that money comes from the equity in that house. So selling becomes a necessity. And having that conversation, understanding conservatively the amount of equity that you get out of that house, which can underwrite the health care of your parents, is a very important conversation to have indeed. And then helping you find that level of service is somebody that we call a resource finder or assisted living finder. I've worked with professionals like this in the past, both attorneys and resource finders, to help with that problem. The fourth resource is when you're dealing with an estate, there is frequently a lot of personal property that has to be dealt with. So assuming that the valuable items are agreed upon and taken out and shared with your siblings, okay, then you're left with the items that are remaining. And they may be of value, they may be of limited value, and there's three alternatives that you have there. One is you can auction them off, in which case you're paying a significant dollar to have those auctioned off. You're not going to get 100% of what that item is worth. The second option is to do a yard sale, and I will just tell you from personal experience, that is a very dissatisfying situation. When you have people who come up to your yard and treat it as a flea market type situation, they're going to be offering you 70 cents on the dollar for something that was of great value and maybe great memory to you in the past. It's not a pleasant situation. The third alternative is something we exercised, and it was very satisfying, I will tell you, which was simply to give it away to charity. Give it to somebody who's in need and can truly value those items and carry them through their own personal journey. So that was very satisfying to the people we gave it to, and very satisfying to our souls, honestly. So those are my experiences. Resources: an attorney who specializes in probate and estate planning. 2, a realtor who's experienced in estate. 3 is a resource finder. Somebody could find the healthcare facility that would be appropriate. And last but not least is a transition specialist who can help deal with the personal property that is in that house and help you decide whether yard sale or auction, or help you consolidate and eliminate from the house. So I hope that was of value to you. Reach out to me if I can help you. My name, phone number are at the end of this video. Thank you very much for listening. Take care.